You? Is anybody?
There she is. That's Molly Goldberg, folks. A woman with a place in every heart and a finger in every pie. And now the makers of New Does, that new kind of soap for everything right down your wash line, bring you another visit with those good folks, the Goldbergs.
I tell you, I saw her myself.
Not Mrs. Jones. I can't imagine such a thing.
Well, I was there, and I actually saw her. She washed that lovely rayon slip with the same soap she used for her dirtiest kitchen towels.
Not really.
Yes. In fact, she used this New Does for everything in her wash.
New Does? What kind of soap is that?
It's a new kind of granulated soap. Procter & Gamble's putting it out. And Mrs. Jones says this New does all three kinds of wash. Work shirts, towels, right down to rayon undies.
Well, I never. Well, what did her clothes look like when she hung them out?
Well, I must say everything looked all right. Her rayon slips were soft and nice. The work shirts were bright and clean. And her towels, well, they were just dazzling white.
Say, I guess Mrs. Jones isn't so dumb. If Does can do all that, why are we still using those old-fashioned soaps?
Yes, why put up with old-fashioned granulated soaps when New Does is here? It brings you real whiteness, plus extra safety for your rayons and nicer colored washables. In fact, you'll get lots more wear out of those colored things by using this new kind of soap. Because with Does, their colors stay bright and wearable far longer than with any of the four other leading granulated soaps. And you know, this extra color care is important in wartime when such clothes will be hard to replace. Yet you can count on this same Does to get your towels and linens really white. Honestly, you've never seen whiter washes. And there's no hard scrubbing either. Actually, no soap made gets clothes white easier than Does. Just try it. You'll see Does is not just a new improvement of an old soap, but a really new kind of granulated soap. Look for Does, D-U-Z, today. It does everything in your wash. And now, the Goldbergs. Ready to leave for the Army, along with all the others, Sammy found himself winding up his personal affairs. One of the most personal of all was Emma, the girl who worked for the Goldbergs and who worked on Sammy at the same time. For a long time, Sammy has been filled with contradictory feelings toward her, but finally, under his friend Mikey's influence, he asked Emma to leave, for a while at least, and Emma refused to go. It didn't seem too important to Sammy at this point, what with his other immediate plans, and Emma took advantage of this to imply to Mikey that there were good and sufficient reasons why she has to remain with the Goldbergs. And now Sammy has passed from amazement through shock, humiliation, anguish, to anger. The rage is burning and boiling, but he tries to keep his voice level as his mother speaks to him.
Emma!
Emma, Sammy wants to talk to you. Sammy, what do you want, Emma?
I want to speak to her, Ma.
She's coming down. You're mad about something, Sammy?
No.
Emma did something wrong, Sammy?
No, Ma.
All right, darling. I'm asking too many questions, Sammy.
No.
All right, darling. You didn't want Emma to pack your valise? Everybody wants to do something for you, Sammy. Everybody. Now you don't have to be mad at Emma. Now you know that Mikey and Emma, it never meant anything. So why do you... It was never something, huh, Sammy? Between Mikey and Emma?
No, Ma.
I'm only asking because Mary Foote, I was wondering why Bruce Hanley never telephoned to Emma twice after once calling. So you know, Mama. So I asked Mary Foote to interrogate Bruce and ask why. So she asked Bruce why, and he said Emma said She loves somebody else. Maybe her heart is broken for somebody far away. Who knows what's in somebody's heart, huh, Sammy?
That's right, Ma.
Molly,
Yes, dear darling?
what do you want, Emma? Sammy.
He wants to talk to her.
She told me to tell you she's busy. Something special, Sammy?
No, Pa.
When is the tailor bringing Sammy's suit?
Soon, he said, Jake, dear, soon, but I have to go for it.
No, so how is he bringing it if you have to go for it?
No special deliveries, Jake.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Beautiful day. Where's Mikey?
Mikey, he's with Rosalie, no?
Who is going for Sammy's suit?
I'll go because I have to go up street anyway, up street.
When are you going to say goodbye to everybody, Sammy?
There's time, Pa.
You want to accompany me, Jake?
I'll go, but I wouldn't accompany you. I have to stop off at the mill.
All right. Can you come for a walk a spell?
I'll walk a spell.
Go, walk a spell.
So
Jake.
come, Molly, come.
Sammy, you want to walk a spell?
No, Ma.
Where are you going?
I'm going upstairs.
Emma's upstairs, Sammy.
Yes, I know.
Emma did something wrong again?
Come, Jake, we'll be back soon.
Mama will be back soon, Sammy.
David, maybe.
Molly, if you wouldn't ask so many questions.
All right. I wanted to ask an interrogation, a question. You're staying, David?
Yes, Molly, I'm staying.
Mikey?
Where you going?
Up street. Where's Rosalie?
She stopped off at Martha's.
Oh, Mikey, but what's the matter with Sammy?
Molly, will you cease, please?
He's mad at Emma for something.
Molly.
I'm coming. If it's something, Mikey.
Molly.
Why shouldn't I know why?
Molly, the tailor will be
The
closed.
tailor will be closed,
I'm
Molly.
coming. The tailor wouldn't be
Sure be
closed. It
closed.
keeps overtime also.
Why isn't Emma leaving here already before Molly knows what was why? Why must
She will, Uncle David. It's all right.
You told Sammy what Emma said? What's that?
Gee. Gee, they'll hear him all over the village.
Sammy, wait a minute, will you?
Emma. That's enough, Emma. That's enough. If Sammy's going into the army, why do you have to stay here? For what? For what?
All right. Wait a minute. Don't worry about me.
Uncle David, will you come in here, please?
I'm coming without that, please. Please, Uncle David, please. I'm too young to know something. I'm too young.
Did you think Mikey wouldn't tell me what you said?
Mikey would say even more than I
He
said.
said exactly what you wanted him to think. That you wouldn't leave here...
Because I love you.
No, that isn't what you said.
I said I can't leave. What else could I mean but that I love you?
You meant that...
Nothing. I would rather the whole world would think badly of me than you.
Then why did you say such a thing to him? Why?
Mikey thinks whatever I say is wrong.
You wanted him to think.
No, that...
Well, why do you want to stay? You love me, all right, but I won't be here. Why do you want to stay?
For me, you'll be here. Let me only stay until I can go by myself. I don't want to be thrown out. That would be something
Well, I'm asking you...
No, son. I'm not as bad as Mikey says. If you want to be liked and loved, is that a crime, Sammy? You don't know what it means to be lonely. Lonesome. Alone. You could never know what it means, Sammy. You have your mother, father, and Uncle David. I feel for the first time that I belong to somebody. Must you take that away from me? I'm asking for nothing more. You don't have to love me. I'm not asking for that.
I don't love you. I can say that now, and I know I mean it.
All right. Then you don't love me. That should make it easier for you to say that I can stay, Sammy.
You've made up your mind not to go anyway, so...
I want you to say it, Sammy.
Say what?
You said you don't love me, so you can say that I can stay. If you don't hate me, tell me I can stay. Your mother will never know anything.
Know what?
Please. That I love you. She won't know. I've never said anything, have I?
Oh, please. Please, Emma.
You don't have to love me to kiss me.
That's all over. Stay. If you want to.
Absorbed in the fullness of the new life which is opening up to him, Sammy doesn't really care whether Emma remains or not. That is, as far as his feelings are concerned, the delusion is over and he can see Emma clearly. The pity he feels for her, the pity she created in place of the love that disappeared, seems to suit her just as well. And the question is, why? You know, if I were conducting a kitchen quiz, I'd ask you this. Are you using a halfway soap for dishes? You are if it's a bar soap, because it doesn't have real speed. Or if you use a tough granulated soap, it's short on kindness for your hands. So I say forget such halfway soaps and change to new Does. Yes, at last here's a new kind of granulated soap that goes all the way for dishes. You know, new Does everything in your wash, and believe me, it has everything for dishes, too. From whirlwind speed to greater kindness for your hands. In fact, not one of the 4 other leading granulated soaps can give your hands this extra gentle care. Just notice how nice and soft they feel after doing dishes with Does. Yet see how fast this same Does cuts grease. No soap made can beat it for speed. So let Does bring your dishwashing up to date. Try it today. You can tell by the suds just how different Does is. Be sure to listen to the next episode of The Goldbergs, written for you by Gertrude Berg. Sammy has cleared his mind of Emma now, but as he says his goodbyes, it becomes apparent that Emma hasn't cleared her mind of him. This is Clayton Collier wishing you good day for Procter & Gamble, makers of Does, the new kind of granulated soap for all 3 kinds of wash.